highlighted the fact that women are key in food security, in achieving food security, in terms of providing not only for their families, but also for their communities. And that they've shown that climate change impacts will actually further threaten or even challenge, this capacity. They've shown that women are actually adapting now. No, we're not saying that women in the communities are not doing anything. They know their areas. They have the capacity to adapt to the impacts and to the threats that they face. But there are challenges that we face. We need more institutional support in terms of policies and financing. So when we talk about dealing with adaptation measures, increasing financing for adaptation measures, our speakers have shown that we need to keep in mind the role of women, and we need to provide direct investments and policies that will address women's role in food security. Okay, so with that, we'd like to open the floor for any comments or questions. Please do go to the mic, introduce yourselves and your organization, and if you can, please direct your question to a specific person. Okay, thank you.
Good morning. I'm Sonia Capio, representing the Office of the Governor, Nueva Ecija, Philippines. I just would like to specify on the efforts made to engage the local government units in dialogues over these problems and how to confront challenges. May we hear specific approaches you have done with your, maybe the governor or the mayor is not a problem, but the council, the department heads could be a little burden on women. So can we hear some specific approaches, and what were the specific concerns also of these local government officials? Thank you.
Yes, we'll take a few, maybe 3 questions, and that will also give time for the panel to think of the responses. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I'm Shamim Kazmi from Pakistan. I'm representing here Red Cross and also Association of Business Professional and Agricultural Women. I'm the national president of this association, and in Pakistan, the rural agriculture labor force consists of 60% of women. And so far they have been invisible and not recognized, but fortunately in 1992 census, we counted these women as working women in the agricultural labor force. Now, talking of food security, what I have noticed that our learned panel has been excellent in their papers, but we have ignored 2-3 points in my opinion. One is the use of disastrous pesticides which are being used in our agricultural rural areas. And unfortunately, all these pesticides are being imported from the advanced countries of the world, which they are providing to the third world. And they are very harmful, not only the crops, but to the human hand which are using them. So we must do something if we are talking about food security, absolutely ban on pesticides which are being supplied to the rural areas, to our third world countries without any research on their part. And there are marketing people abroad who are just marketing their wrong products in our countries using our poverty and ignorance for their better gains. Now, another thing we have talked about is the consumption pattern. I'm representing Pakistan, and I have been to Bangladesh, India, even Manila. What I have noticed is the wrong consumption pattern of our countries. The ones who are producing the food eat less, the ones who are not producing eat more, and we are wasting. With due respect, I mean, we go through in my country and we need a social pattern. Those who can buy spend so much. I was in Manila on 18th, I think, and we went to this resort, which is a lake and a mountain, a beautiful place. We were eating in a hotel. I think it was Leslie. What was the name of the restaurant? Do you remember? where we had gone for the food here in Manila. Huh? That was the place, Tagatai, something. Anyway, and I was observing tons and tons of wastage of food. People were serving, those who can buy, they were eating, and they were throwing. And tonight, I saw on your TV that in Manila, so many people are dying or having only one food a day. My God, here we are wasting tons of food, and here people are dying in this very place. Same happened in my country. In Pakistan, we have weddings consisting of 500 people, and tons of foods are wasted, dumped in the. So we have to make a campaign, make these rich people who can afford, please cut down your habits, your social pattern, and don't deprive people. Now, climatic hazards, what's happening in our country and in developing third world? The rural women are more prone to hazards than anywhere else in the world. Any climatic change put their life into threat, and because they don't know, whatever they grow, they don't have good food storage facilities. We don't have any storage. You are fishing people. How many islands have the good storage facility where excess can be stored for lean days to come? So these are the areas where we have to think. Now, marketing. In my country and in all these South Asian countries, I have been mostly everywhere except Africa, and I know the amount of marketing problems we are having. Marketing from rural to urban areas, from producer to the consumers, needs a revamping and a change. And lastly, our rural women definitely need health facilities, which they are deprived. Absolutely. In my country, if a rural woman working on the field is bitten by a snake, if she cuts her hand by mistake because all these gadgets, there is nobody to help her, and the medical facilities are not up to the mark. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Maybe someone will take, I think we'll have the panel answers or respond to some of the points already raised. Yes, Daryl?
Yes, I'd like to answer first the question regarding local engagement.